welcome to Furious Driving, and this is an Aston Martin Lagonda, the incredible futuristic straight square-edged folded paper design from William Townes, which came out in 1976 and blew the minds of the entire planet. It was one of the most technologically advanced vehicles on the road in its day. This car even has CRT TV sets for a dashboard. The problem with this car though was the technology they were trying to use hadn't really evolved to the point they were trying to use it at. So it was always riddled with interesting little faults, which made it a little awkward to live with. However, the styling, love it or hate it, is absolutely jaw-dropping. And that futuristic slant does perhaps mean it's the perfect donor for an EV conversion project. But there's less than 700 of these things on the road, so maybe it would be, well, sacrilege to start tearing apart a car like this. Well, don't worry, we'll use this one. So yes, fortunately, we have this one, which I think may have spent some time in the sea. This is probably the rustiest Aston Martin I have ever seen. In fact, one of the rustiest cars I have ever seen. You can put your hand through most of the bodywork in most places. In fact, yeah, it's going to be fixable with a broom rather than a welder at the moment. We're down here at Lion and Fox, where they have got the incredibly difficult task of taking this car, first of all, from something which is really only good to donate its glass to a project and nothing else, and turn it not only into a fully restored Lagonda, but into an electric Lagonda. Let's take a quick look at what they're dealing with to start with. I don't think a single panel on this car is free of some kind of corrosion, and every single substructure in the car, every panel inside it, you can see daylight through. Simon, working inside the car right now, just put his foot through the floor a minute ago in a bit we thought was the one good bit of metal. We're actually a little bit worried that we've opened the doors. That might have been a mistake. From that aspect alone, they've got their work cut out for them. This is Simon, who is currently stripping the interior. Next time we see him in a few days' time, I expect him to be close to a nervous breakdown. Having just put his foot through the floor, oh, I've just seen more rust. I didn't see this bit earlier, the carpet was in the way, so hole just there. The B-post is barely hanging on. The seats need retrimming. Oh, more there. Oh, it's got snails in it. That goes well with the plantation or the vegetation that's growing in the front headlights. Game plan, as it stands, is to strip the interior completely so we know exactly how bad the floor pan is. The answer is going to be very. This door currently doesn't open. Look how wedgy it is. There's not a single curve on this car. It makes a Volvo 700 look organic. Then stage 2, pull the engine out. So then we've got a big space to measure up and see how much room we've got for the electric motor. There are a couple of electric motors in mind for this project, but we need to get this out first. Then we can look at strengthening the chassis, which is stage 3, because as well as the restoration work, the chassis needs to be strengthened. This is a big old V8 thumping out a fair degree of power for the mid-70s. Compared to an electric motor, this is going to be nothing. So there's the potential to twist the chassis, twist the entire monocoque shell, or just break the back axle loose. So lots of strengthening work needs to be done as well to that.
Tax disc holder. So she's come from Aston Martin Sloane Square, London, yeah.
I think it's Sloane Street.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's an 01 phone number, obviously, so.
So I'm gonna do some investigation with the chassis number and other stuff to see if we can find out who owned it.
Yeah.
Where it used to live.
What year was it, do you know?
Not yet. I haven't seen the paperwork for it because it got damaged. It was inside the car, so it's got water damage everywhere.
Oh, so it's all just paper mache now.
Paper mache. So yeah. I've got to try and source with chassis number, engine number, because they're missing the You had the name
Oh,
of the builder on there as well.
All that
which is
information.
missing.
Yeah, that's a shame.
I like to get.
Yeah.
Not that we're using this engine in it,
But no, it's nice to know
have
the
a file on
yeah.
the car of all of it.
Get some history.
Some
Some celebrity ownership, maybe.
Possibly.
Who knows? Because these weren't cheap, were they? So it would have been a captain of industry of some kind. Yeah. But incredibly, they made these things right up until 1990, apparently. Well, I just read it on. I just did a quick Wikipedia. 1976 to 1990. I couldn't believe it was still in production then.
Okay.
Oh, so yeah, this is a new hole. This is a bit like the time I put my foot through the ceiling above my bedroom. Only it doesn't matter so much here because this is going to be fixed anyway. I absolutely love these Pioneer TS 1690 speakers here on the rear parcel shelf. I really hope they keep these casings and put something new underneath because that is just so 1980s. Oh, you've got the armrest down?
Got the armrest
wow.
down so you can see the
that is so different, isn't it?
Piping.
That was lovely, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Once upon a time, that was gorgeous. Was that an amplifier in the back of that?
Yeah, by the looks of it. That's some description.
Oh, it's running fairly recently if it's got McDonald's in there.
Classy at McDonald's stuff.
Yeah. Anything else good in there?
No, not really.
Is there a date on that parking ticket?
I don't know.
Oh, let's have a look. Investigate. 9p off every gallon of petrol. So
9p?
I'm guessing that's a little while ago.
9p.
Oh, the date has really faded. I can't see that at all. Now, this says Northampton, and I'm really faded, but I've got a feeling it says 1989, or it could be 99 on that. It's really hard to tell. But 9p off a litre suggests it's a long time ago. If ever you wondered what the bottom of an electric Aston Martin seat looked like, this is the answer. Very crude. It looks like something from, I don't know, the Navy in the 1960s. Mind you, it's quite appropriate because it looks like it's been underwater as well. There's a bit of plastic, bit of mechanism moving out of the door handle, but the door handle isn't moving. Is that unbolted or is that just crisping floor giving way?
Did you hear that?
I heard the creaky noise.
Well, this back bolt, I don't think it's connected to anything, but this one is.
Oh, okay.
But the floor had fallen down, so I couldn't get a bolt and socket on, the socket extension.
Oh, yeah. Currently the car is on these rollers under the wheels because it can't go onto the lift until it's had the engine removed, because currently it's too heavy and it'll probably snap in half. Look at these massive Alpine amplifiers from, I don't know when, I'll find a model number for you if I can, hang on. This is an Alpine 3502. Let's go and Google when that was made, might get an idea about the car's history.
That looks like a cigarette box.
It is a cigarette box. That's Sint, I can't read the name, Sint something's tobacco. Rough cut tobacco next to the electric aerial?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. So I wonder what they've hidden inside there, something to do with the aerial as well.
Yeah, some sort of connection.
Yeah. This rusty aluminium, well, it could be aluminium tank here. This is the old fuel tank, which we fortunately won't need anymore. Maybe that's a good spot for some batteries above that big bulkhead box section there. Okay, here's seat number 2, ready to come away. Or not.
Yeah.
Heavy? Oh my word. Wow, that is the state of the passenger side floor. Fred Flintstone would be proud. Is that Ant's doing the welding?
No, I'll be doing the welding.
Oh, you're doing the welding, okay. I think everyone's doing the welding. Yeah, as one person gets tired, hand it over to the next one. Yeah. This was the seat mounting down here. Didn't even bother undoing it in the end, just twisted it off. It was just too rotten.
I have no idea what else is.
Oh man, that's just so crusty.
Old scissors there.
Oh god, yeah.
What's the white?
It looks like a business card or something. Don't know. Or card from some flowers, perhaps. Some kind of greetings card thing.
More interesting stuff.
I'm sure there will be. Oh wow. But also rather excitingly, going with that Alpine stuff in the boot, take a look at these things here. This is really advanced Alpine stuff from, I'm going to say, the late 70s, early 80s. But it is just absolutely beautiful. I've no idea if it still works or not, but I would love this stuff in my Volvo, my W123. It's just so beautiful. Now these seats look like their electrical mechanisms are long dead, but that's not a problem because they also weigh an absolute ton. And one of the other plans for this car is some serious automation stuff, because as well as the EVification of this car, the electrification of the powertrain, the owner of the car, who's sort of behind the project here, wants to go all out. Not quite full autonomous like a Tesla, but a lot of automated technology in it. So like your electric memory seats for just moving your driver and door mirror to the right position. When the person walks up with the correct door key, the car opens up and moves the seat into the right place. It moves the mirrors into the right place. It even sets the driving style of the car to that person as well, perhaps tightening up the suspension and other things they can think of. So it's going to be a very advanced, clever piece of technology hidden in some seriously retro clothes. Now this is another astonishingly advanced, ambitious part of the car, as well as the very, very fancy and advanced Alpine stereo system in this thing. A bit like the Jaguar XJ6s, there were lots of computer bits all around the driver which were perhaps a bit more than they could handle. This particular dashboard was all put together by Sinclair, apparently. So like on a ZX81, we have the touch buttons. Open the bonnet. C-horn or chorn, I'm not sure what the chorn is. L fuel, right fuel, so twin tanks. Rear window. Engage, resume, so that's your cruise control. And these, almost like a high-end hi-fi, these rotating dials. It's all very, very 1970s really. I wish there was a battery in this thing so we could see this turn on, all completely digital with a few LED numbers. It is so of its time.
You own it.
Yeah. Prove which bit I broke.
All of it.
All of it.
All of it.
And check out these three buttons here. I have no idea what they did, but they are old school push in, push out type light up coloured buttons. It's like being on an Apollo mission.
What's really funny is that I've actually got my feet on the floor in here. I'm actually...
I'll take you've had your tetanus shots.
Oh yeah, I've had a few of them.
So is this the worst car you've seen to work on and restore, or have you come across worse than this and brought it back?
No, this is bad. This is very bad. I am a little bit worried, to be honest.
But you've got the capability, you can do this.
Oh yeah. I've made a bit more space so I get my feet in there now.
Oh, that's good. It's quite comfortable now. So in the back of this car, this was the absolute height of luxury. The sunroof is in the rear. We've got, I think these are little movable puddle light, dome light spotlights, reading lights if you want, here in the centre of the roof. We've got more reading lights here over in the back, and we've even got our own air conditioning controls in the rear of the centre console. This was excessive luxury for the super rich in the 70s and 80s. Now this is something I did not know about Lagondas until today. The odometer is living here down in the engine bay amongst the fuses because there's not really anywhere for it to go over in the dashboard. And this car has only done 68,000 miles since new, and this is where the pop-up headlights would have lived. And it's on a Y plate, which is 1982, so between 82 and I'm going to guess the millennium, it barely did anything at all and then sat and sat. Probably in a barn, but I'm guessing it was a very damp barn, and just dissolved after that. And check this out, we've just found there are rear window blinds in the thing as well. They've not faded at all. They're the best conditioned part of the car. Oh, is that a volume?
Volume for the speakers.
Wow, that is the most expensive Pioneer on the market. It must have been, mustn't it?
Yeah. I think this
Oh, that's your air vent.
and this is air conditioning.
Yeah, that goes with that fan controller in the middle.
Yeah, because I found some aircon pipes down under here.
Oh, okay.
These are aircon pipes. So
So we got,
aircon pipes here.
wow, so there must be a,
Going up to there somewhere.
yeah, blimey.
The blinds won't go back.
I'll give up in that case then. Well, look at this. The carpet used to be brown to go with that more caramelly coloured leather. Must have been quite a attractive interior at one point. And this gear knob was a lovely glossy veneer as well, once upon a time. Right, so a week has passed and I'm now back at Lion and Fox with what's left of the Lagonda. Simon has been very, very busy over the last 7 days, stripping this car down to really see exactly what we've got to work with. And you can see quite how bad the sills are now. There's not a lot of that left. The sills have pretty much dissolved. In fact, there's more rust just falling out while we're talking. The floors have pretty much dissolved, but we have got this quite strong backbone structure which is still in place, and he has put in these bracing as well so that the car won't just literally drop in half now the doors are gone, because that was a real concern. But you can see the car giving up its secrets now. We've got these air conditioning lines going to the air conditioning unit visible in the rear parcel shelf now. This is quite exciting. In the front you can see the structure of the dashboard. Just how rusty or surface rusty everything is, and where everything was hidden, and it looks so bare and sad now that the instrumentation has gone. Let's have a quick look at that, by the way. And this stuff was absolutely fascinating and mind-blowing, boggling when it came out, but really looking at it now it does look a lot like a ZX81 pre-Spectrum technology with your red LED 8-box bits of glowy stuff, your NORAD spec war games buttons, and who knows what kind of light this was. This a neon strip light up here? Who knows? But this touchpad, which would have glowed from behind, you can see it all properly when you look underneath it. It's an aluminium box, so very, very basic, but very heavy as well. And look at this early 80s electronic stuff. It's quite interesting to go and probe through it. Here in the centre we've got Javelina Corp, which is a company I've not heard of. Up the top, we've got a little picture of a Lagonda on the back of the circuit board. And over here, if you can make this out, there's a USA rocket. So who knows where this came from? Bit of Googling to do a bit of background research on this instrument cluster will be happening. Meanwhile, over here, we've got the other control buttons with their clock and other dials. It's basically an old hi-fi. It looks very unexciting and unfuturistic from behind, doesn't it? Now over here we've got all the bits that have come out of the car, and you can see all the dying foam on bits of aluminium that made up the interior. But most excitingly, two things I really want to show you. These are hilarious. First of all, the box of rust. Every time Simon is sweeping up the car or hoovering it off the floor, he's saving it. So at the end, we can see how many kilos of rust just fell out of the car. Already, that's got to be 20 kilos, I'm guessing already. That's heavy. Oh my gosh. And you know how British luxury cars are famous for their wooden interiors? Well, this astonishingly cool Alpine stereo unit, which I was gawping at the other day, is apparently held in by Formica. This is someone's old MFI kitchen unit or bedside table that's been hacked about to hold the radio. This is absolutely hilarious. So British craftsmanship at its finest. Well, it looks like the bottom of the door might have rotted a tiny bit. Just a teeny bit. You can probably put a gaffer tape will fix that. Right, so the next thing to happen to this poor car is going to be the dashboard structure finally removed. Then we can really see the state of the bulkhead and get some measurements on that. Then after that, I think the engine will be coming out with a big A-frame. And then we can really start to get into the bones of the next steps of this restoration. Now, a lot of people would be looking at this car and thinking it would be beyond insanity to even try and restore it. There's not much here you can't fix without a broom, never mind a welder. But to take this car and not only restore it, but turn it into an EV, that is next level crazy. But I'm very much looking forward to seeing it happening, and I hope you are too. If you want to, please hit the like and subscribe buttons and follow along to see when the next stage of this crazy, beyond ambitious project takes place. Be in a few weeks' time, hopefully. See you then.